watching you hit a few, I think there's some opportunity. I think you're definitely going to be a P790 player.
Okay.
But if we modify the spec just a little bit to match what you're doing with your swing, I think it makes it even better.
Okay.
So first, we want to consider lie angle. I know you're a left-right player. Standard lie angle for us on a P Series 700 is 62.5 degrees. Now, dynamically at impact, you're presenting it a little bit lower than that.
Okay.
So if you present it lower than that, then the toe is going to be more in the air.
Right.
The heel will interact with the ground, and we're likely to see more shots go to the right than we want.
Okay.
So his soft draw could turn into a hook?
Yes. So we don't want to discourage you from, making your swing, but we also don't want you to hit it to the right and then, blame your swing.
Right.
So we're going to go with 2 degrees flat and see what
Okay.
we get from a start line perspective.
And Perry, how will that affect, that should theoretically also improve the new cambered sole, better contact with the turf,
Absolutely,
correct?
better turf interaction,
Yeah.
better divots,
Okay.
better start direction, not as much curve to the right, to give more control.
So Bob, we're expecting nothing but perfect shots. after
Yeah,
this.
there's a lot of pressure here.
Well, I take
After the
blame
few last
really well.
few that I just hit in the forehead.
So we'll go 2 degrees flat. That's what's so nice about having our.
So this is like my spec now, right?
Well, that's I want. You're
getting
who I am.
flat.
This is who I ventured to be.
Oh,
You're
yes.
my hero.
Oh, yes.
I just
Right.
want,
Yes.
I
No, I
just wanna
think
hit
what
it
we're
like you.
having is, vertically challenged older guys do too
Yeah.
flat is what we're learning, right?
There you
All
are.
right, we'll try this one.
Does it look different, Bob? After that adjustment, can you tell?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you can actually. Except when I hit it like that.
Heavy.
Sorry. Let's get back on board here.
Slow her down.
There we go.
That's the
so
one.
right away we can see start direction's improved. There's less curve. It's actually going even a bit higher.
I was
Yeah,
just going to say,
I was just gonna say,
it
that's
was
the thing
about
I-
10 feet higher in the window.
That's
right?
the thing I noticed for sure
Yeah,
was the height.
at least the story, right?
So with a better turf interaction, we're not losing dynamic loft with
Right.
the face turning down.
Makes ton of sense.
Yeah.
That was pure, Bob.
That's as high as I've
We
hit
might
it.
beat Adam the next time with that one.
No,
Good miss.
sorry.
Are you right-handed?
I am.
Yeah.
Most lefties, same here. Weir,
Yeah.
right?
No, Weir's lefty, left-handed.
Lizzie left-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickelson's right-handed.
Yeah.
Spieth's left-handed as a right-handed player.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
So
that's
it's
why he gets
weird.
his- yeah.
You can tell why, because
Yeah.
he leads,
Yeah.
pull
Yeah.
the handle down.
Now the second area of opportunity I think
Okay.
we can look at is the loft.
Okay.
So the loft packaging in new P790, if you guys have talked to Matt, has changed. It's gotten a little bit stronger. So last year's 7-iron was on 30.5 degrees. This year is on 30. They took the 3-iron out of the set and they moved the long irons a little bit stronger, which is great. It helps gapping, it helps spread everything out. But for you don't create a lot of launch or a lot of spin.
No.
So going flatter helps us go straighter, but we're also going to look at going a little bit weaker.
Okay.
So give us a little more trajectory. So
All right.
let me make it 2 degrees weak.
So in theory, by going 2 degrees weak, that launch number and carry number should tighten, correct?
Well, it'll hopefully go even farther, but what we're also trying to look at is the height and then the landing angle, the
Right.
stopping power
Stopping
on
power.
the green. So if we can get that a little bit steeper, give them a little more stopping
Right.
power.
So your carry number and your total number is going to look very similar.
we want those close, right?
those
We don't
close.
we don't allow to roll out on a 7-iron. So just change the sleeve.
It's amazing to me too, Barry, how smart these fitting systems,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Like to be able to do lie, loft, and just a couple of turns and
Oh,
twists, right?
amazing, right?
Like, yeah.
We didn't have it when I started 20 years ago. We didn't have anything like this.
So you get on there, you'd have to bend
Bend
it
it
for 'em,
if I-
right?
yeah, if I
you'd
had
get
a
in
lie
there
loft.
and lean on one.
Yeah.
Fly machine.
Go through a few 7-irons a year.
Yeah, he'd break a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 degrees weak. So we're going from 30 degrees loft to 32,
Okay.
which is still a fairly strong 7-iron,
Yeah.
but now we're going to get the benefits of the head with the loft that's going to give us a bit more height.
See if we can get the benefit of my swing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Joey. Fat, chunky. Hit a shot here, Bob.
That's
There it is.
Beautiful shot, Bob. Now, unfortunately, I can't do loft and lie at the same time.
Right.
So we're seeing a little bit of that right
Right,
come in
see,
because it's not flat.
I was just gonna ask you that
Yeah.
because, so I mean, so that kind of fall to the right's back because the lie's gone back to standard.
Yeah, but we'll obviously custom order.
Right, obviously order them.
accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
You're a P Series player, Bob.
There
Thank
you go.
you.
Yeah.
So we've landed on a 100-gram shaft.
90 gram.
90
gram
gram?
shaft.
90 gram
A
shaft.
90-gram shaft in a reg. Oh, yeah, the stiff is 100,
right.
right? Okay, so the regular goes 90,
Yep.
2 flat, 2 weak. You hit it too far. We hit the weak in the loft. And,
It's good. It's amazing how we can just go.
But if you get too low, how are we supposed to win our net games?
Well,
that's
that's
the only
it, that's it.
problem.
Yeah, you don't have to post all your scores.
That's it. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
Thanks, Perry.
thank
That was
you.
really
Great.
good.
Great to
really
meet
good.
you.
Thank you.
Very
Nice to
good.
meet you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.